Eat no problem. مش إشكال.
Oh, the smell of that. Freshly roasted, no salt. Okay, so we've walked a little bit and we're at a place that's been going for 28 years, famous for all different types of sandwiches. We're gonna get in here and try two specialties of Lebanon. We're gonna have the sheep brain, and then what I do believe is like the sheep's spinal cord. So let's get here and get some sandwiches.
هديك نزلها برا يمكن بس وليد
عزبك واحد لسنة.
Stuffed it with that brain. That was a big old brain. Must have been a smart sheep. They put it in there, and they put it in that bread. He's gonna press it down a little bit, almost like Cuban sandwich style. Okay, so we got double sandwich right here. They look simple, but look at this. Yo, how about the spot peak chairs? Kind of like vibrant, diner little dive-ish feelings, just kind of from the neon and the colors everywhere. Let's check out, see if we can find that brain one first, which is right here. These are gorgeous looking at. Look at that garlic aioli just flowing out of this. So let's try this. Just a little tomato pickle, like I said, garlic aioli, very heavily salt and pepper. He knows we're gonna need these. We're gonna need a lot of these. That is just delicious with that creamy. I tell you, like the brain, the garlic aioli is the thing that makes it for me though, because that's the predominant flavor. A little crunch from the pickle, tomato, and that bread. Even having been in the microwave after pressing it, still got a nice crunch to it. Ooh. Man, this is one of the best sandwiches I've had in Lebanon so far. I'm sometimes a microwave hater, but you can't hate it here, man. It just warmed it all up. But you just haven't lost any of the crispiness somehow. Now we got the other one, which is coming in like the spinal cord, which I don't think I've ever had before. It's gonna be hard to follow up that brain one though. That was phenomenal. Another part of the animal that's very buttery, very fatty. It's almost got like this gelatin-like consistency to it. Very soft again though. The flavor is all about the garlic aioli. Next up, we're headed to a bakery. We just want to get in here and see how they make pita. So the pita is used for like all the mezes, because we're going to eat some meze dishes later. So I want to get in here and just see how the process, really appreciate the simple things, even the things you're using the scoop for the meze dishes. You want to appreciate every little aspect of the meal, and that's what we're going to do.
They make them fresh and they sell them for the locals here. You can see here outside.
So pita bread is actually very simple. You're going to have the yeast, water, flour. That's about it. Let it do its thing. Fruit and rice. can see every step here. They're actually taking the dough, popping it out. He's forming it, pushing in that bran. Oh, look at this. Insane. He's got both over his head, just walking like it's nothing. That was so impressive. The speed that these rise, maybe 30 seconds in there, it is unbelievably hot in there. I'm talking like, I don't want to get any closer than this because you can just feel the heat radiating. Oh yeah. Oh, it's very flavorful.
They're here. Here in my area. Out.
Exactly, and out. We didn't have much time in there. They got too much bread to crank out for like the whole city. That was incredible though. He's a very friendly man. Gave us some bread to go, and it was great to get in there and just see it, what we could. Very healthy bread too. Not taking the husk. I mean, just taking the husk off. They're leaving all of that whole wheat together. So it's And welcome to Jazin, the city of falls. This is one of a few waterfalls it has. This is the highest altitude waterfall in Lebanon at 1,500 meters and the third largest. Wow, these lands they're luscious, they're green, they're straight up. I mean, we really came up in all the altitude and it has cooled off a little bit. We're gonna get here, enjoy the marvelous waterfall, try not to get too wet, and then we're gonna head to the neighboring city, which is one of the largest pine forests in Lebanon.
You have many springs. You have one here, you have one on the other side, and a lot of people bring huge gallons to fill the water.
This reminds me a little bit about home, going back to hot springs and getting the water from the fresh springs there. It's the best water. Full of minerals, body, none of that fake soft stuff. Nice, hard, good water. Altitude nature's insane. It was like 70 earlier today and now I was getting hailed on. I need something warm. Here comes the hailstorm. Oh. Instant gratification. Come in the fireplace right here. It's kind of sad it was hailing and cold, but once you get in this restaurant, it actually makes it even better because it's rustic and wooden. You get the rock, and there's something about the color and the warmth that really makes it nice on a day like today. Streets just filled up with the hail. Them suckers are about that big. I feel bad for everybody's car that's out there. Good thing we rented a car. Cheers. Do y'all say anything in Lebanese?
Kesak.
Kesak. Kesak.
Okay. Irokibbe, they add some cumin to it, and they make them by hand to make the frake, which is a southern dish, especially in southern Lebanon. This is everywhere. This is called tabboule+valet. It's raw meat mixed with ice and salt and pepper, of course.
Now, traditionally, this dates back to where families used to on Sunday, they would kill the animal and they would take it fresh and mince it right there and have a Sunday feast. So this goes back to ancient times. This dish actually has, it matters what documents you read, but maybe started in Aleppo, Syria, but like I said, it is the national dish of Lebanon. It's something you've got to try while you're here.
Chili. One you try today.
Man, you can smell that as soon as you open that bag. In the piece de resistance. There's just so much going on there. You really appreciate that fresh olive oil, especially when you're driving up the mountains and you're passing by all these fields of olive trees. But then when you get to the kibbeh, the texture on that, just how delicate and soft the meat is, then mixing the fat with it. The fat's kind of like sticky, coat your mouth, got like lamb lipstick right now. Man, and then that just touch of cumin coming through the end. I think I could add a little more cumin to mine, to be honest. So I'm going for the southern style, which is a little bit different in the fact that they're gonna add more cumin to it. That southern style is real nice. I just like more dried spices put in that. The bulgur makes it really hearty, gives a little nuttiness. But this is all about texture. This is just a texture I've not had much before. It's not like a lab that you have in Thailand because it's even smoother, even silkier.
Some garlic.
Now we're going for the ones been ground with the ice, and you can tell right away, while the other ones are a little more dense, this one's even softer. There's a little bit of that garlic aioli on it as well. Ooh. Wow. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. My favorite may be the one with no bulgur, no spices or anything, because the garlic aioli makes up for that in that department. And then the way they have just blended that mash together, I'm telling y'all, you're not gonna get a better, more delicate, soft texture than that right there.
Lime juice and oil.
Then I'm actually gonna put it in my lettuce leaf and enjoy. That's the palate cleanser for me right there. The parsley, the bulgur for the texture, just a little bit of touch of lemon juice and kind of wipe everything off your palate. Now we've come deep into the pine forest to have a coffee to finish the day off. Man.
Expected a tea.
Okay, and that's gonna do it. Coming at you from inside the pine forest. Look at them too. Actually not native to Lebanon. They were imported from Italy. Kind of look like little mushroom pines or something like that. They're little fascinating trees. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. Coming from Sidon and Jazine and eating the national dish of Lebanon and lots of sweets and everything. I hope you enjoyed it. Even the souks. That is day 2. We got 4 or 5 more days coming, traveling all around the country. So I hope you're ready. We still got a lot coming from Lebanon. It's been Max. Thank you all so much for watching till the end. Catch you at the next one. Peace.